Hey, it's H here. Today we are taking a look at technical analysis for ELROND with ticker EGLD. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave theory and give key levels of support and resistance, what to look for with the Elliott Wave counts. So let's get going. Overall, let's take a look what we have here. So overall again, primary 1, 2, intermediate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending the third of primary here, and now looking for the fourth of primary. We have a target of this high time frame targets on primary. We have this box here, which is again the wave 4 of previous waves, smaller degree, so wave thirds, wave 4 of intermediate. This area is generally a good target for wave 4s of higher time frame. This box here is the retracement of this whole wave 3, what is expected for wave 4 to go to. So again, starting from here, start of wave 4 to the end of wave 4, and we get these targets basically. 38.2 is the normal expectation for this. Invalidation is when this whole structure or the price gets down to top of wave 1 here at around $22, and well, that's not in the correct spot. Let me try that again. $22, around there. You can see on your chart where the wave 1 ended here. Now, then we have other counts as well. Other moon boy count, or this one is actually the moon boy count here, saying 1, 2, lower degree 1, 2, lower degree 1, 2, lower degree 1, 2. None of this has invalidated still. We are starting to get invalidations here at around $52 when the wave 2 of this minute count gets below the start of the wave 1 of that same degree. Let me just put this invalidation here and get, I don't need to null it. This is a moon boy count, not really tracking this too much. The next ones are on a smaller time frame, so let's zoom in a bit and get to say 8 hours. Okay, so here it is. So let's start with this one here. Again, saying that this could be a WX and looking for the Y wave. We have targets on higher time frame for this minor count here on yellow. Minimum target again 0.618 extension, around $91. We have already gone to that, so that is completed. Again, this can come all the way down here to $18.80 something cents before this whole structure gets invalidated, as wave Y shouldn't go past 1.618 of wave W extension. Now on smaller time frame, we have targets for this ABC here labeled. And currently this C wave is already getting to 1.618, at which we should and we could be looking for this structure as a 5-way move, or this whole structure in green as a 5-way move instead of this 3-way move that we're currently at. So we could be looking at something like this, but we'll cover that in other counts here. Currently on this one, however, if we still want to be looking this as the C wave, we are looking this as a 3rd wave completed here. 1.618 of this lower degree move of this minute count, starting from the start here of wave 1 to the end of wave 1 here, and putting it down to wave 2, we can get this structure here to the 2.236 extension. Currently looking for wave 4, of which we have the invalidation level here at around $146. So if the price gets up here, then this count is invalidated, as wave 4 cannot get to the wave 1 area. However, if we are starting to trend down before we get up here, we are looking for that wave 5. Depending on how high we get up here, we can then measure the 5th wave length overall. But again, for the ABC, we have the following targets here, of which the 1.618 is already met. We could even bring this down. Well, not that low. Let's bring it down to the 2.618 as normally ABCs are max stopping there on crypto as well. Even the 1.618 here is kind of extended for the C wave, but it is still possible. Now, other possibilities is another WXY. So the difference here is instead of the X wave being here, we have the X wave here. Don't mind about the degrees here. I have just a different degree, but basically same targets. We can just fix that for now. So we're not going to confuse anybody. So same degree, a bit of different targets and different mind. Now we are looking for, again, WXY, meaning the last leg here is 5 waves. Just because we have the X here before, we could be managing this as a 5-3-5 structure. If we place the X here, we are looking for some kind of structure here, then a structure upwards, and then another one down. So therefore we have quite a bit or more targets and time to play here on this area. Now again, minimum extension has already been reached here at 0.618, at which we had the price of $81, give or take cents. Now, as with the other WXY count, we could label this structure here as 3 waves currently. So something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, looking for the A wave to end here. For this to be confirmed as 5 wave, we would need another low with a divergence on RSI compared to the price. At that point, we would be looking for 3 waves up here for the B wave, and then we would be looking 5 waves downwards, giving us a lower low compared to this leg here. That is the point of WXY, giving lower lows on each leg. But yeah, that is still the target area. Where the B wave ends is dependent again on A wave. If we can just measure it. Let's remove these for now. We can measure it, saying that it just comes a bit down, giving us some kind of divergence here. We would need the B wave to end before the 85.4 retracement of this first move, at which point we would again say that this whole structure is invalidated, as this looks more like a 5-way structure than a 3-way structure, because for a zigzag that we are expecting with a 5-way structure here, we need 3 waves here that doesn't come up to this area here. So any targets here below the $178 for the B wave is fine, as long as we just make a lower low here. Again, this target is slightly modified how low, or depending on how low we get here for the A wave. So that's the 2 scenarios with the WXY. Now we have still one more to go, which is the ABC. In this one, we are looking for a possible 5-way structure here. As we measured this last leg here, there's always a possibility for a 3-way move here. Now for this to be a 5-way move, because this came so low here, usually when price gets to the 1.618 extension of a previous move, it is more likely to be a 3-wave or 3rd wave rather than the C wave or something. So instead of expecting the 3 waves, we are expecting this 5-wave pattern here. Now again, depending on how high we get here for the wave 4, we can check out the targets below. Generally, I don't really like this current structure we have here, but we can squeeze it in here. So saying that this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and extended 5th should be fine. This B wave doesn't go up to the flat areas up here, so we can call this again a zigzag with no issues. Again, as we are expecting the 5 ways here, we needed the 5 ways here, and we just had to squeeze it something like this as a count. I don't really like the look of this. Generally it looks something like this, which is not invalid, but it doesn't have the right look. So I'm a bit skeptical of this count still. Now, where do we invalidate this is basically at the 0.5 retracement of the third wave for the wave 4. This is where we have the end of wave 1 as well. Again, same invalidation point, $121, and if we turn down before that, then this count looks still valid. Now for wave 5 targets, depending again how high we get for the wave 4, we can look or measure things from that point. I'm expecting currently at least to the 38.2 retracement, which is around $105, and from there we can measure the wave 5 targets. Again, if we are getting to the 38.2 retracement, we can see these targets down here. So target area is from $48 to $13. Now, how this lines up with the overall market structure or expectations for wave 4 is pretty good looking. Let me hide these for now, these time analysis. So basically we have, again, for the ABC structure, we have this box here in yellow, and 0.618 again has been already reached, so minimum price target. 1.618 is already below the invalidation point of the whole wave 4 structure because the wave 1 is at this point. So we do have some kind of confluence around this area. Maybe one-to-one extension here and 0.618 extension here give us some nice area where to look for stuff here first. Other areas that we have lining up very well is this one-to-one extension of this minute wave and the 1.382 of this minor count. Of course, we could shift this a bit up as well, could align with that 1.236. So those are basically the targets for ABC overall that are lining up between themselves. Now, just by looking at volume, do we see something good as well? We do. We have some kind of small bump in volume here, right at that one-to-one extension and the minimum extension here at the 0.618, which gives us more confidence that something could be bottoming here. Of course, if the price gets down here or below here, there is no certain or really particular Fibonacci extension, at least at the moment. But again, yeah, that is the extension for the third way, sorry. Here we go. So yeah, depending on how high the wave 4 goes, the target shifts a bit. On overall, again, this support and resistance area with a high volume node is definitely some target to look at. So 2 targets for the ABC count on overall time frame. Let's see if these are the same for the WXY. We had the one-to-one extension here, pretty much aligning it right in the middle of these two. Most likely it's not happening here, to be honest. For this other WXY, we do get the nice one-to-one extension here and 2.236 extension as well. If this is not getting extended anymore than it is already this last wave. But yeah, I think that's all the targets I wanted to share on EGLD or ELROND. Let me know if you have another count for this structure, and I can cover that in the next video as well. But for now, I thank you for watching and hopefully see you on the next video as well. Bye bye.